Welcome back. Welcome back. This is a Let's Chat session. I hope you are doing well. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Please hit the like button. If you are new here, please feel free. If you like what we're doing here, subscribe and then hit the notification bell to the right. All right, Pisces, we are going to give it a few more moments to see who joins us, and then we will go from there and start the session. Okay. Hope you're doing well today. And please share the video. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, DP, what's going on? Hey, everybody that's joining. Make sure you hit the like button, okay? This is a Let's Chat session, y'all. I was just saying that. So if you were to click on this video, listen to the beginning, you'll hear me. But I'm going to repeat. You know what we do here? Just talk about anything you may have going on, any updates, anything. Got Christmas coming up, so any ideas or anything new going on in your life, this is the time to talk about it. Hey, Dominique. Dominique, yeah. Hi, how are you? What's going on, y'all? Anything that you like to talk about? What's on your mind? Anything you may need clarity on? I'm not using the tarot right now, but I am willing to speak to you or shed some light, and maybe some of the other subscribers that are joining or viewers can shed light as well. Hey, Asia. I hope I'm pronouncing that. 8, is it? Wait a minute, my screen. Asia? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Welcome, welcome. I hope you have subscribed. I think your name is Asia Williams. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Num. I'm going to say numpum Elio. I'm just want to make sure, y'all. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever your time zone is, okay? Oh, very good question, Dominique. 2024. And you talking about? I can do that intuitively. I have actually been thinking of a good time to do my 2024 reading, which it is coming up because guess what? It's almost there. So, but I can shed some light on what I feel intuitively. Is that what you're referring to, Dominic? Hey, Claire. I'm doing great. I hope you are as well. I hope everybody's doing good. Okay. So, 2024, I'm just going to hit on a little bit because when I actually do the reading, it's going to go into more detail. So for 2024, when it comes to career, I'm feeling like a lot of you will have that time to really do what you want to do, be who you want to be, meaning a lot of you may be going back to school. A lot of you may be pursuing your endeavors. Why am I hearing abroad? Some of you may be going overseas, or you may be thinking about attending a college that may not even be in your state or online. It may have some distance in there, but it definitely feels like a lot of you are in a sense of changing career, or you're seeking a career. Maybe you've worked on a job for so long and you're like, you know what, I want a career. So you could be in this place where you will be seeking that type of fulfillment in your career. When it comes to your finances, I feel like money is getting better, even though our economy is what it is. Prices are high right now in just about anything in your goods and your services. But I definitely feel like you will be accommodated. You will have a time that you will make the money that you've been wanting. I feel like a lot of you are very powerful manifestors. So we want to make sure that we are giving ourselves credit. We want to make sure that we are giving ourselves the time to really just embrace what's coming. So I do feel like with you watching your spending, watching what you're doing, it's really going to be beneficial for 2024. Okay, that's what I'm having right there. And as far as love, I feel like in that area is going to surprise you. I feel like a lot of you will be meeting new people that you never thought you'd meet. And I feel like there will be connections I'm hearing all over the globe. So there may be people that you never thought you would interact with, maybe people that you never thought you would coincide with, that you'll be talking to and forming a connection. Okay. And the beauty of that is you've done so much work in 2023 that you're going to be able to take that hard work and apply it. And get this, it's not going to be hard. You've been working on yourself so much that everything that you do from here on out is fluent. Okay, so it's just flowing. So I definitely feel like when you do, when you are going to be around, or when you decide to step out and start dating or start, manifesting more love, I feel like it's just going to come natural. Whatever you think or however you feel, it's going to come to fruition. A lot of you have been taking the time to really get to know yourself. That was a big piece there that's really helping you to be able to identify your partner, is that you have been working on identifying yourself. And once you were able to figure out who you are, that is what set the bar. It highlighted everything when it came to you calling in your divine person. Okay, it feels like the whole point was for you to get to know who you are. You know what I mean? Not who you were. It's important to know who you were, meaning the versions of you that you had to heal, right? But it's important for you to really get to know who you are. Some of you could still be working on that now. Excuse me, y'all. Some of you could still be working on that now, and that's okay. But I feel like that's the golden ticket. That's the golden key, is you getting to know more about you. Because once you know about you, and you know what makes you tick, you know what's going to really inspire you, you know what's going to really dampen your spirit, that's going to help you to know how to move around better. So I feel like a lot of you are applying that knowledge. A lot of you are applying the experience that you have gained because you've been working on yourself. And love is going to be a big section when I do the 2024 reading, because let's just be honest. A lot of people, majority of it, I know, like with my subscribers, at least 85% of y'all, that's huge, just click on videos to, get love messages. And of course, we got the other percentage that come for career and finance. But I definitely feel like the energy that you're putting into yourself is basically what's going to be attracting to you. So say, for instance, you've been putting all this hard work into you, building you. So the type of attention that you're going to be getting from suitors or potential partners is this side where you're being accepted for you and all that, because you finally accept you. Okay. You finally love you. You finally adore you. So you're going to be attracting people or a person that adores you, attracted to you, loves to hear you talk, because you love these things about yourself. So that's what I'm feeling. All right. Thank you, everybody. I asked Tara what would happen if I joined a dating site and the devil kept coming out. Leave that one a big long. Claire, let me tell you something, honey. The devil. My pleasure, Dominic. Thank you for asking about that. But stay tuned, because I will be doing that 2024 reading. Okay, I will get that out, and I'm sure it's going to be something good. But I will get that out there. When it comes to the devil card, I just want everybody to know that in certain cases, the devil card does not mean the actual devil, because if it did, all Capricorns would be labeled as devil, because that's their card in tarot. All right, so I want to shed a little light on that. And let me see how I can explain it. Give me one moment. Because I definitely don't, I know people going to do how they want to do. But on my channel, I want to inform y'all a little bit more. Okay. All right, I'm reading straight from the little book here, which I rarely use. Y'all know how I am. I don't, when I started reading tarot, I didn't use a book. I got the general understanding, and then I just let my intuition do what it does best. But I am going to address this devil card. That's true. All of us can be devil sometimes, I know I had my moments. Showed it. All right. So, and the devil can mean ravage, violence, force, vehemence, y'all, vehemence, extraordinary efforts, fatality, that which is predestined but not for this reason, evil. Okay. And yeah, so it can mean a multitude of things. But what I like about this card, the devil card, is that it talks about extraordinary efforts, right? So when you hear extraordinary efforts, let's just say you had 10 of Pentacles and you clarifying it with the devil. Automatically, I'm thinking you're determined. You're willing to do whatever within reason, within reason, to get your stability, to follow your dreams. So extraordinary efforts to me, some people are really willing to do extraordinary things to get what they want at the expenses, at the expense of other people. But we all know that that's not the right way to be. So if you're going to use your extraordinary efforts to help someone or gain stability, I'd say the devil card is good for that. Like really charging in and putting in the work, but just not at the expense of other people. All right? Because when it's reversed, it's evil, fatality, weakness, pettiness, blindness. But when I look at it in the upright, ravage, violence, force, vehemence, extraordinary efforts, fatality, that which is predestined, but not for reason of evil. See what I'm saying? So you can violently get on a weight loss plan, right? You like, yeah, I'm going to lose 10 pounds. And you could just go hard in the gym. You could just go hard on eating a clean diet. You could just go, real hard on that. So you got to think about that. That's what, when we talk about the devil energy, that is the upside of the devil energy, Capricorns. And if you notice, my brother is a Capricorn, and he is a person that charges straight in. He charges straight in on his goals. He is a Capricorn for sure. So I just want to bring clarity on that. So when you see the devil card, it is not always the absolute Satan, the Lucifer. No. In tarot, it can mean that you take that force and you place it into whatever you're trying to do. And it's not a demonic force unless it's in the reverse. But if it's in the upright, you're taking that force, and you know that Satan or the devil holds power, right? A lot of power. He can either use it for good or bad. It can either be used for good or bad. So if you're going to take that same force when the devil comes at you or whatever like that, we're not talking about the intent. We're talking about the force, the drive, the ambition. So you take that and you apply it to a goal that you set for yourself or something like that. That's pretty powerful. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. Because I'm telling you, that card gets a bad rap. Now, I had to pull out the book on that because, y'all know I read intuitively. So, sometimes I have to refer for the exact meaning. Hey, Lisa. My pleasure, Claire. So, as far as online dating, if you are going to try it, be careful, as always. And to be real, you got people that are not online that can still be whatever. It's just that it's a sign of the time where people are going, you know, technology is at a big place right now. So it's just another way of meeting people. It just is. You got a lot of jobs that are remote. So the meeting people at work thing is not what it used to be. I mean, I don't believe in a whole lot of workplace relationships. But that, and then, guess what? When you go grocery shopping, you could like run into somebody at a grocery store. Well, they got pickup options now, curbside options now. So it's like meeting people is not the same. You got people that really don't go to clubs like that. The change is, and if you are not a person that go out to clubs, like, okay, and everything is virtual. You get it? You can even go to church virtually now. So I feel like online dating can be a pleasant experience. It is what you put into it and what you get out of it. I say let your intuition guide you. If anything feels awkward to you, then you know what to do with that. But we have to use our own judgment. We have to use our own judgment. Yeah. Hope that helped y'all. I would say meditate on it too, because that'll reveal an answer too. Meditate, pray on it. Yep. Yeah. Have you done your the ones that are anything you're trying to manifest, whether it's your potential partner. Well, no, no, no. We don't say potential. We say your partner. Has anyone made their list? Anyone made their list of all the traits you would like for your potential partner to have? I keep saying potential. Well, I'm just gonna say, y'all know what I mean. Your person, your divine counterpart. Have you made a list and honestly put down every trait that you would like? We may not get a person that hits every bullet on that paper, but if we can get majority of what's on the paper, we can get 80% out of the 100, that's pretty good. But I say that to make that list because what happens is when you make that list and you review it often, your subconscious stores what you're writing. It does. So what and also does, it starts triggering you to make sure that there's areas in your life that you maybe need to work on to become what you want to attract. All right? Because we have to become the person we want to attract. And a lot of people are like, what does that mean? We have to do and present ourselves in the way that we would want. We have to do the work behind the scenes and all that. We have to become the person that we want to attract. And the universe will respond and bring your person to you. What does this mean? When you walk away from somebody and you try to get over them, it's been a year and you feel free, they're present and you're really trying to get over them. And you feel their presence. Dominic, that sounds like a soul tie. Hey, Saranda, that sounds like a soul tie. It sounds like a soul tie. So there may need to be um okay. You may need to do excuse me, some more meditation and send this person positive vibes energetically so that they can move on. If you feel like you're still connected to them, meditation is a good way to send the vibes. Prayer is a good way. So just, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I would do that. You may have to do that for a while. And I don't know how often. You have to go intuitively how you feel. Your intuition will guide you with how many times you need to meditate and for how many days. But definitely when you are doing that, focus in on yourself and what you want for your life now. And envision yourself moving forward, and also envision yourself releasing yourself from the past. And what you'll be doing is you'll actually see it when you got your eyes closed and you're in your zone. You will see yourself pulling yourself away from the past and walking towards your future. And while you're walking, I want you to envision you sending this ex positive vibes so that they can feel free to move on. You know, it's a process because you're still probably holding on a little bit too. It takes work. It takes work. It ain't gonna just like, that's the thing. It may not be just like boom overnight, but you have to get so deep in your meditation and really you got to picture yourself giving this person an okay to move forward. Like you literally in your vision, you got to envision them. And then you have to be sending them positive vibes. And I know for those of you that know about manifestation on a deeper level, you know what I'm talking about because I've done it myself. I just sent you a message on one of your readings. That was confirmation. I was seeking for 8 years. He is the love I was manifesting. Oh, wow, Lisa. Awesome. Okay, I'll check that message out. Yeah. You have to envision yourself letting this person go. And what happens is energetically, and you got to feel that with your heart too. Energetically, you will be cutting the cord. And you should start, I don't know how many days it'll take, but you should start feeling a weight lifted off your shoulders. And when you start feeling like this person is living their life or at peace, that's how you know that it has taken place. It really is a process. I continue to send positive vibes, even with him popping up with negative energy. The pop-up, see, thing is, do you mean he pops up at your house or pops up in your subconscious? Yeah, you got to envision things. You know what I mean? So we talking popping up in your subconscious or popping up at your house, or what are we talking about? Texting. Okay, here's the thing. And I don't know if anybody else feel this way. But when we are trying to move on, we got to get to a place of being ready to let go. And the way that you let go is you got to be willing to cleanse your energy completely. And a lot of people don't want to do that. They don't want to block. They don't want to do. You get what I'm saying? Because we can't control that other person, but we can control access to us. That's the beauty of technology. So if you know that texting, if you're ready now, if you're ready, if you know that this person texting you is a trigger, you know, you may have to block them so you don't get triggered. I mean, everybody's not like that. I'm so happy I feel like a teenager in love for the first time. That's cool, Lisa. I'm happy for you. Yeah, Dominic. Yeah. You wished him well, but you haven't cut the cord. Yep. And I'm telling you what I know because I've been right where you are. I've been right where you are. And it wasn't until I would say things throughout the day. Anytime this man would be on my mind, my ex, I would say, you know what? I would talk. I would talk out loud like he was in the house with me or he was in the car with me. Soon as he would come to my mind and say, you know what? I forgive you. I forgive you. You can move on now. I want you to be happy. I'm telling you, that's how deep you have to be. You got to retrain your subconscious and you're sending that kind of energy out there. And I did that a few times, talking to him like he was still in my presence. And I truly believe that that worked, that that helped. You know, I said, it's okay. I understand you think about me. I understand you probably gonna never stop thinking about me, but it's okay to move on. It's okay to move on. And I did that a few times. And then I started noticing like the weight was lifting, you know? So that could be something that you do when I have my conversation with God, I talk to him just like I talk to y'all, you know? My last response to him was leave me alone. Hours later, he came with an apology. There's no going back. It took all of me to leave, literally. Well, Saranda, my love, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something. I got to be honest with you. I got to keep it 1,000 with you. You still love that person. I'm your sister. I got to tell you, you still love that person. There's still a part of you that kind of want that person. But you have a strong dignity and strong will. And it's okay to still love that person. Don't ever think it's taboo. It's okay to still love somebody that's not good for you, but it's not okay to stay with somebody that's not good for you. And so I feel like a lot of times if we would allow ourselves to still love people, you know, because we love them, but just not love their actions, that helps to let them go too. You know, I mean, we got to be honest with ourselves. Yeah, I mean, as a friend, yeah, I don't think you want them, but you care deeper than a friendship. It's de- it's deeper than a friendship. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that now. I read energy all the time, and I know it's deep into friendship. I'm just gonna tell you. I mean, it's just what it is. You don't have to admit it, but that's just what I feel. You're gonna keep them friend zone, but it's deeper than that. If you really dive in there, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's more than that. And I can tell you why. This is the reason and the way that I can tell is because you haven't gotten rid of them. When you really finish with a person, you gonna get rid of them. You gonna get rid of them. And that's not getting rid of them like throw them away like the garbage. No, what I mean is you're gonna create a boundary so they can't contact you, they can't text you, they can't call you, they can't show up. You're gonna do it. I promise you, when you're really ready to move on from somebody, you are going to move on. It's when we leave those little entryways of being open, you know, when we leave those little entryways open so that they can text us, so that they can call us, so that they can come by, we're not ready to let them go yet. And we got to be honest with ourselves. I've been there. I've done that too. I used to try to trick myself. Oh, you know, I ain't worried about it. If he texts me, I'm just going to ignore it. Nah, When he texted me, my whole world felt like it stopped. My heart was racing and everything. Oh my God, he texted me. You know what I'm saying? Just it would throw my day off and everything. And I was trying to get over this man. And I knew that the only way I could do it is I had to eliminate the triggers. I had to do it. We didn't have any ties. We didn't have any ties. We didn't have any kids together or anything. So there wasn't no reason for me to keep, contact. I mean, I was positive with it now. I wasn't nasty to him. But I told him, I said, you got to move forward because our time together is done. And then I blocked. I did what I had to do. All right, I was in a physical and emotional abusive for 30 years. I have been working on me with the divine and shadow work. I have dated, but I don't have time for games. I wanted something more. Absolutely, Lisa, you're doing the right thing for yourself. And it's good that you took time to work through issues. A lot of people don't want to do that. I know for me personally, I took about 4 years. I know, yeah, I know you're like, what? Yeah, I took about 4 years to work on me. I'm still working every day. You know, every day is a challenge when you're trying to keep yourself in a high vibration. And we have to, give yourself grace for that. Don't feel bad about that because you're human. But you want to get to a place when you get your new person that you can love them. You know, you can love them and you can be open to receive the love that they want to give you. Okay? Because we can manifest, and a lot of times we do manifest what we want. But we want to be ready when they show up. Can you imagine meeting your person like today and you still kind of, not you, Lisa, not picking on you, but I'm saying in general, all of you, ladies and gentlemen, can you imagine you meet your person today and we still haven't worked through our issues? Wouldn't that suck? Oh my gosh. And they're here to be, we've been calling them in and calling them in, and they find us, and we still, just caught up, you know? So I admire people that take that time to really, whether it's weeks, months, or years. For me, it was like 4 years. 4 years. I would talk to people here and there, but I wasn't dating. I was just I was more focused on healing because I knew that situation took a lot out of me. When you have a broken engagement and you've been with that person for 5 years or so, that's a hard, or four. That's a hard thing when you thought you were going to build a life with this person, but the divine said, "No, I'm glad. I'm glad it didn't work." But at the time, it was very difficult, and I just worked through it. I had help from friends and family. I did counseling, and then towards the end is when I started my spiritual journey and I started my channel. And that's how I'm able to share so much with y'all because I've been through it. Like just relationship, family, friends. I can share all this. you know, it's rare that you find people that are wise, that just wise. They just come out the womb like that. No, you get that wisdom because you done been through pain. You've been through the struggle. You've been through some stuff. That's why I don't even tell my age, because if I were to tell y'all how old I am, you wouldn't believe it. You'd be like, what? Are you serious? Because I know I have the soul of somebody that's like 75 or 80, and I know that. But, yeah. I hope that helped. I'm telling you, I've been there. I've told myself, oh, I'm over him. And I found myself looking for him to call me. Like, what? This was years ago. But since then, I've cleansed my phone. I've cleansed my home. I've cleansed my social media. I had to get away. I had to get away from him so that I could live my life. And I wanted him to be happy too. I didn't want him to be miserable because of how I felt. I wanted him to be happy. It took me 14 years. I had to look hard at myself as well, not just point at the person who hurt you, and truly forgive and release my hurt and anger towards them. Ooh, Lisa, that's major work there. Yeah. And usually, however long you were with that person, it usually takes half of that time to get over it. Do y'all know that? Maybe a little longer. So if you were with somebody a year, It's probably take you about 6 months to get yourself together. And that's okay. That doesn't mean you got to stop living. I'm just telling you. Thank you so much, Claire, for your super chat. I thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. It comes up at 6:34 here. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate that. Thanks for all your beautiful energy and honesty. Oh wow, thank you so much. I appreciate you. But yeah. Yep, y'all, I have been right where you are. Probably more times than not. Okay? But I believe that I went through what I went through so that I could, deliver a message. And I had to learn for myself too. I had to love me more. I had to love me more. I had to see that I was worthy of being loved. But in order to get there, I had to love myself first. So now, a man coming into my life, I can let him love me because I love me now. And I can love him because guess what? I love me now. So it all starts with us. We got to get to a place of loving who we are. And the parts that we don't like about ourselves, we can work on them. A lot of times if we have some craziness going on with in our hearts and in our mind, it's usually because we haven't worked on those issues. And we have to work with them one by one. That's why I say each day is a process. I didn't know what love was at 16. I had to learn to love myself. Yeah, Lisa, a lot of us do. Outside is a reflection, isn't it? Yes. Yeah. Because a lot of times if you've been doing the self-work and you've been really working on yourself and trying to heal yourself, you can it radiates on the outside, and that's what makes you so attractive. Not so much as your aesthetics. That's part of it. How you look naturally on the outside, that's part of what attracts people to you. But that heart, if you have diligently worked on your heart, your spirit, your vibration is higher now. Oh my goodness, that shines. And that can be seen in pictures. That can be seen when you're in person. That can even be heard on the phone. You know that? You ever be on the phone with somebody and you're like, man, they surely seem like they got a good spirit. Yeah, look at y'all. Y'all in here. I still haven't shown my face yet. And I plan to. But I haven't shown my face, but just the energy that you feel from me. And you don't even see me. That was why I wanted to start without being seen. I want to see, just to see if we could connect without putting a face with the message. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about the energy. It is. I'm lonely. Men are different out here now. Dominic, I would definitely work on not saying I'm lonely. We want to be careful what we're saying because your words have power. Because if you keep saying things like that, the universe is going to keep coming back around. Boop, 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 boop. So instead of saying I'm lonely, we'll say, I know my person is coming. I just don't know when. I know my person's on their way. And after you do that, continue to work on yourself. Because you're signaling the universe to bring your person to you. But you're still working on yourself. Then as you progress, you start saying, I know my person is out there. I know they're coming soon. And then when you feel even better, you can go ahead and be bold and say, I know my person is out there and they're making their way to me. They're already here. You know what I'm saying? You gotta feed the spirit better. That's for anybody. Make sure you're not going ahead and concluding your life by your words. Always, always, always be open. I had to work on that too, because I used to be a little negative Nancy. Oh, I used to listen to, ain't no good men out here. I used to listen to all that stuff. And I started saying, no, there are good men out here and women. I just haven't met them yet, but I will. I started just saying, I am going to meet a good man who loves me for me. He's already here. I am in a loving relationship. Just talking like it's already there. I'm open for love. I'm open for open and ready for true love, right? Stuff like just saying those things. Positivity. I'm open and ready for true love. I am surrounded by potential love. I am in a relationship with the love of my life. And you know what I mean? You speak that into existence, and I promise you, it will not be long before you start seeing that manifest. What do you think of putting your list of what you desire from a partner on your dating profile? Nah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that, Claire. I'm gonna tell you why. Because that list is something that's sacred for you and the divine. And it's giving you the a chance to use your free will when you're meeting people and you getting a vibe from their energy to check off the list. You know what I'm saying? And we don't want to put all our cards out there because people will take your cards and just play a game with you. I'm just gonna be real. You put all your cards on the table, they'll play a game. They will play a game, and when they get tired of playing the game, then they'll be who they really are. So you want the person, whoever it is, to be who they naturally are, and then you can decide, do they fit the criteria on your list. I can't believe the person I used to see to be when I look in the mirror. She is stronger and more beautiful than ever. I'm still working on me. I'm still a work in progress. Yeah, it takes work. Yeah, it takes work working on yourself. So I'm proud, Lisa. You should be so happy for yourself. Yeah, Claire. Yeah. Um, gotta leave some mystery in there. Gotta leave some mystery in there. You got to leave some mystery in there. People love to try to just think about it. You're a gift. You are a gift for someone. Now, how often do any of us just give a gift without it being wrapped? Might do it sometimes, but not often. But you are a gift that's so sacred, that it's worth so much, that you've been, you're wrapped, you're covered, because you have formed that barrier and protected yourself. So whoever gets to unwrap you, they are unwrapping a prized possession. So unwrapping, I mean by getting to know you, getting to be around you, getting to have a conversation with you, not by you telling all about your gift, all about you being the gift. It's all about them taking an interest in you and being willing to get to know you for the beautiful gift that you are. Even if they just they take the lid off the top of the gift today. 2 weeks, they take the little tissue paper out. Then there may be still a box in there. They got to unwrap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. My pleasure, Lisa Claire. Yeah. You don't want to give too much too soon. I struggle with that too. I used to be the type that soon as I meet somebody and I like them, I just want to stick my claws up. No, no, no. You got to let that person be who they are. You can still like them. You know what I mean? Let them be who they are while you stand back, get to know them. Get to know them. Meet them with their effort. Don't overdo it. Meet a person right where they are, or at least be 1 or 2 steps behind. That way you'll be able to see them. You'll be able to see them. If you are right there with them or a few steps behind, you'll be able to see them. Okay? Sometimes we overshare, we overgive. And so the person doesn't have a reason to try to get to know that much more about you. So, you're worth it. Because if they talking to you, there's something of interest. Might be the way you look, might be the energy they feel. And in order to keep the interest, it's okay to take your time. Take your time and get to know if people are really, if it's really worth it for them to have access to you. And you'll know. How much effort are they putting in without you even asking? Like, are you always the first one to text first? Are they texting you first? You know what I'm saying? And you got to check yourself and say, okay, am I giving them the space that they need to be whoever they are? You know, and just see where it goes. I've learned a lot about things. I'm still learning, but I know one thing that's important is for each person in a relationship to have their own life, to be their own individual. Because I promise you, if you've been working on yourself, they're working on themselves. When you two come together, it's gonna be powerful because you two have been working on yourself in different ways. Until one day you realize, okay, this is it. This is my person. This is it. And you'll know. I know y'all have heard people say you'll just know. There won't be no doubt in your mind. You'll know that that's your person. Even when you identify that's your person, still take your time. Still give them time to get to know you because they are probably feeling the same way. No doubt. The gentleman in my life is a man of few words, but when does speak, I'm amazed at how much he has thought about our prior conversation. Yeah, Lisa, yeah. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. And y'all, when you're dating and stuff, talking to new people or whatever, please enjoy that time, y'all. Just enjoy it. I know you'll be wondering, okay, are we going to be together? Blah, 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 blah. Just enjoy it and see what becomes naturally. You know, give yourself time to get to know them. Allow them time to know you and just see where it goes. Because the one thing about Pisces energy, and a lot of signs too, don't get me wrong, but one thing I know about Pisces energy, it is captivating. That's why these exes want to come back the way they do, because the energy is just so powerful. And when you're exposed to it and you get loved by a water sign, ah man, it's just a whole different vibe. But I know Pisces in particular have a way of loving that is never forgotten. So just know that you are worth it and you do have a superpower. And your superpower is being an empath and loving people. You love people a lot and you love them for who they are. And so you have the power. You can make somebody that's 4'11" feel like they're 6 feet. That's how much power you have. A lot of you can speak life into people. And it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much. Like, just a little, whenever you're talking to somebody in a talking stage, just a little motivation here and there. And it does so much for them. It makes them feel powerful, secure, confident, you know? When you say things, if they're telling you about their day and you say things like, you got this, don't stress yourself, it'll be over soon. That kind of stuff, it feeds, oh my God, it feeds the person's soul because they feel like you care. They feel like you're really, really into what's going on in their day to day, and a lot of times, guess what? They're going to reciprocate. If they really into you now, they're going to reciprocate because they want you to feel that good feeling that like they do. Lucy started working in a home care and I can feel my energy lifting. People is wonderful. Oh yeah, Claire, it's real. It's real. That's why when people leave you or you decide to pull back, that's why it hurts them so bad when you don't talk anymore or when you're not around because your energy is just, it is phenomenal. So that's why these exes want to keep coming back. It's the vibe, y'all. You ever been around either another Pisces or any other sign. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't want to just put Pisces up and other signs down. That's not it. I'm just specifically talking about here today. But have you ever been around another person, doesn't matter the sign, in general, that you have a conversation with, and then if you don't hear from that person for a while, you wondering where they at because you had such a connection? Not just a lover, but it could be anybody. Or you may have a family member like that, that they just cool and calm, and you love their energy, or they can make you laugh and or something like that. And when that energy is not around, you feel it. You know what I'm saying? Because we all got our own flavor. We all got our own flavor to bring to the table. We all got that. Like with me, I'm just gonna say I've identified. I have a great personality. You know, in my opinion, y'all. Somebody else might say no, you don't, but I feel like I do. I have a natural ability of making people laugh, and I care a lot. So that those things work for me. Um, but like my mom is very laid back. She's not as vocal as I am. But she too has a great personality and a way to make people laugh. And her energy and our energy, they're usually missed when they're not around. They feel like I'm a little bit more mouthy. I get that from my father. I'm a little bit more mouthy than she is. And I know that. But I'm vocal. I'm learning to be more vocal as necessary. You know, when I was like a teenager, my mouth was terrible, y'all. It wasn't disrespectful. It was just a lot because I hadn't tapped into myself yet. I didn't know how to fix. I didn't know how to be centered and be still and only speak about what you need to speak about. I didn't know that. So that took discipline, that took growth. But that because I was chosen to do just what I'm doing. But when you're given such a big gift at a young age, of course you're going to be like all over the place because you don't know how to contain it. And it's probably going to get you in trouble a few times until you realize like, wait a minute, I did have, I was blessed with a gift of being able to speak and reach people and stuff like that, but I just had to figure out how to do it. And that's how I was. I had to figure out a healthy way, and I still have to keep myself in line. I still do. My mom, still to this day, y'all, my mom will say, you just talk too much, you don't listen. And I don't feel like I'm coming off like that, but that's how she feels. So, I've been really trying to slow it down and really listen and process because I'm not above the law. I sometimes my words are coming out faster than me thinking, and I have to like slow down. And if with me reading tarot, it's just natural. It's natural to be just boom, 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 because I'm reading energy, and that's what I do. So she uses this method of being mindful about the speaking, and I'm using that as well. But with me, I'm working on trying to just have a conversation, think before I say it. But me being so intuitive and reading energy, it's hard because it just comes out. I mean, I can't explain it. It just comes out. But I'm working on that. That's a piece that I'm working on. So, yeah. We have too much laughter. He says the things you say cracks me up, and we'll tease each other about our funny stories. I'm country Indiana farm girl. He is from Italy. He resides in California. Okay, cool. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. So there's a lot of conversation you can have about the cultures and everything. That's cool. Y'all, everybody want to be loved. There are people out there that want to love you just like you want to love them. We just got to keep working on ourselves and promote forward movement. Make sure you're manifesting. Make sure you got an idea of what you want in a person and you are actively becoming, what you want. And it's okay when on your list to say, I want the person to be 5'7" if it's a woman or 6'2" or something. I like tall guys. So it's okay to put those things in there, but we don't want that to be the main focus. We want the focus to be on the character of the person, because that's who you're gonna have to, if you go the distance, that's who you're gonna be doing life with, is the character of the person. I'm telling you, I gotta ask y'all this. What if, like, if you had to, like, just say today, your divine counterpart walk up to you and say, I want to be in a relationship. What would you do? Hey, Star Lover, what would you do if your divine counterpart, the person you've been trying to manifest, comes into your life today and says, I want to be in a relationship. I'm ready to be in a relationship. Met each other's families. We probably crack up laughing. That's true, Lisa. Think about that. Probably run away scared. Claire, I believe a lot of people would. Hey, Brenda. I believe a lot of people. You got to think about that, because I'm saying that because it's coming. Because I'm asking y'all, because it's like, are you working on the things you know you need to work on? Your healing and motivating yourself, your self-care and all that. Yeah, Saranda. Yeah, same. Yeah. Think about it. That person just come into your life and they say, hey, I'm ready to be in a relationship. I want to be in a committed relationship. And you be looking at them like, but I'm going to tell you, if you are really in a good place, and I pray that y'all are, and I feel like you will be, you are more than apt to say, you know what, I'm interested in you too, but let's just get to know each other. Let's just see where this goes. That's how you know you have grown, because a lot of you, including myself, you probably used to jump into situations without thinking. But I promise, when your divine counterpart find you, more times than not, you're going to say, I'm so happy you feel that way, but let's just take our time. Let's get to know each other, because I'm trying to build something solid. I'm trying to do forever with a person. And if that is your person, they're going to be good with it. But I'm telling y'all, you'll be surprised at who comes into your life. The more you ascend, the more work you do. Because I'm like, what if they show up and they say, I'm here. I'm ready to be in a relationship. I'm looking to be in a relationship. Yep, that's true, Claire. A person that comes into your life and make you forget about everybody you had before them. You don't want to compare, because there's no comparison. Ever meet people and you can't compare them? They got a whole different, they got a whole different something. The way they treat you, the way they talk to you, probably some other differences. And 9 times out of 10, if it's your divine counterpart, you're going to see a lot of you in them. And it might scare you, but you'll see a lot, because remember, we're becoming the person we want to attract. So don't be surprised if you start seeing a lot of you in them. We'll enable that for a lot, but we both want to take our time. I'm excited to start the journey. Yeah, Lisa, I'm excited for you. Yeah. You will see more of you in them, and it'll be vice versa. Now, that's a soulmate. They gonna feel it, you know. It's probably messing with them too, but they're gonna feel it. That's not me blowing smoke, y'all. I'm just telling you. Hey, Zeneb, I'm not making up anything. You will feel that connection. You will, when you know that that's your person. You gonna know, and everything is gonna flow. That doesn't mean you're not gonna have issues, especially when you get serious and all that. But you're going to know based on how it feels when you talk to them, how it feels when you're around them. You know, is this person calling you? Do they text you? Do they ask you how you're doing? How was your day? There's people showing interest. Are you doing the same thing for them? And remember, y'all, less is more. Less is more. Less is more. The less you give, the more you're actually giving. The less energy you're giving, the more you're actually giving and the more you're going to receive. Because that person's going to say, oh man, she's disciplined. I haven't talked to her today, but I know I'm going to call her later. But she is disciplined because she's not getting on me, not texting me nothing crazy. She understands I have to work and vice versa. And you're doing your own thing. You're doing your own thing. You going to work, you going to school, and you're not so focused on that person that, you're forgetting yourself, because the more focus you put on working and improving yourself, you're going to be so attracted to that person. Oh my God. They're going to be so, man, what? Because then they're going to know that you're going to be solid when they're not around you. You're not codependent anymore. And I promise you, the right energy that you meet, you're going to want to do everything you can on your part to keep it, because it's going to feel so different. It's going to feel, just going to feel like it's match made. Like a match made in heaven. And that's what a soulmate is. That's what a soulmate is. That's the divine saying, okay, you over here. You over here. Let me pull y'all together. And sometimes there have to be some stuff that go on before you two meet. Maybe there's some things this person working on. Maybe there's some things you had to work on. You know what I'm saying? So you will know. There won't be no doubt in your mind when you have the person that's for you. You'll just know. You'll know when they tell you that they love you, know. They mean that. But enjoy the time with them. Enjoy your time. When you hanging out, hang out. When you're on the phone, enjoy everything. Enjoy every interaction. And this elevates your vibration too. Because you don't want to meet that divine counterpart and you still hung up on an ex. There's no way. Ain't no way you going to want that. Now, they're not going to stay. If you still hung up on your ex, energetically, sorry about that, y'all. Energetically, they're not going to stay. They will not be attracted to you if your energy is still elsewhere. They'll be able to feel that. And a woman of value, high value, or man of high value, they're not going to stand by if you're still hung up on an ex. They'll just move forward. And then when you're ready, they'll be, because I feel like we can have multiple soulmates. So when you're really ready, you could call in someone else. You're right. I'm learning to listen to more and speak less. And that's hard for me. I'm outgrowing character. We get to joke around. Yeah. Yeah. I'm learning that. I'm learning that. Less is more. Because I used to think, okay, if I show them that I care, if I did this, if I say good morning first, if I, if I send him messages throughout the day. Nah, less is more. Let that person wonder what you're doing. Let that person wonder what you're doing. Because that's building attraction. That's building that drive for them to want to see you, to talk to you. You know what I mean? That's building an attraction. So they can go, wonder what Empress doing today. Wonder what she doing. That kind of stuff. It's so important. It's like decorating your home, less is more. Yeah, Lisa, there you go, love. I had to, y'all, when I learned that right there, it was powerful because when I tell you, and I still kind of do this, but only with family, and I'm learning not to do this with them. Like when I tell you, I used to, when I get upset, I used to like, text and blah, 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 and go on and on and on and on instead of just really stopping to think and say, okay, let me give this person time to think too. I'm going to go away and I'm going to think and I'm going to let them think. And we're going to come together when when we're in a better place and talk about this. So, there's nothing wrong with just sitting back and letting people be who they are naturally. There's nothing wrong with that. And 9 times out of 10, they'll do the same. And you'll get along so much better. It's when we put these expectations on people, like you should text me every day, you should call me every day. When we put those kind of expectations on people, it takes away from them being who they are. Maybe they're not a person that want to call every single day. Maybe they're not a person that want to text every single day. And then again, maybe they are, at least want to hear from you once a day. But it's okay. Get to know them and see how they move. And also get to know yourself. And if you want too much communication throughout the day, okay, where is that coming from? Is that coming from a place of insecurity? Is that coming from a place of not being grounded? Because if you got jobs, if you got different things going on, even if you're retired, you should have some activities that you're doing to keep yourself good. You know what I mean? And it shouldn't be so much energy to put on that person wondering what they're going to do. Because if they really want you and they love you, they're going to come get you. They're going to come around and get you. Trust me. If you are who they want, they are going to wait for you and they're going to come and get you. You don't have to chase. You don't have to chase anything. Think about it. Why we got to chase something that's meant for us? You need to give it space so we can figure out, when I say it, I mean he or she, so they can figure out, give them space so they can figure out, are they ready for you? But anything that's for you, you shouldn't have to chase it. Think about that. A lot of people like the thrill, but when it's yours, I say take your time with that, but why you got to chase something? Think about it. Why you got to chase something that's for you? That's just like if you apply for a job and the manager is trying to decide if they want to hire you, not because they got to do background information, just because they're like, I don't know, they're being indecisive, and or maybe they offered it to you and you being indecisive. So that's like that manager keep right on calling you every week. Are you going to come and work? Are you going to come and work? They chasing you. No, the divine has already given you the green light to go to that job by wanting them. They wanted to hire you, but you going to run because you want the job to chase you. See what I'm saying? It's like, so when the divine show you that this is your person, why are we running? And if they, they'll run after you for a little while, but if they start feeling like they got to keep running after you, they might pull away. You know what I'm saying? They may just pull away. But if that man or that woman wants you, y'all, I'm trying to tell you, they're going to come and get you. You can trust and believe that. Look at how you've been in the past. If there was anyone that you wanted, didn't you were willing to move, oh my God, mountains if you could to get to that person because you wanted that, right? There are people out there that want you the same way. But you got to want yourself first. You got to see yourself as someone worthy of being treated well. You got to love you. Know that you're worth somebody taking out time to get to know you. You're worth somebody taking out time to see about you. You're worth that. A lot of times we sell ourselves short. I've done it too. We sell ourselves short and we forget about the value. I know for me, my personality, the way I care, my patience. I'm still working on my mouth because I run my mouth a little bit too much. But but the characteristics that matter the most, I got that down pat. So I know my person, um, is lucky to have a person like me, and I'm lucky to have a person like him. You know, you are saying the other day it's about how you present yourself, the way you dress, keep house, and you live your life says a whole lot about who you are. It does. It does. Y'all, I'm trying to tell you, Lisa, thank you for pointing that out. Yeah. How you present yourself is everything. Everything. I'm not saying you got to be the best dressed. You don't have to go out and get all these expensive clothes. No. Put your wardrobe together in the best way that fits for you, that's suitable for you. You know, always keep yourself good. Even if it's just a day where you're off work and you're running errands and you wearing your lounge wear, but make sure your lounge wear is neat and decent. You smell good, your hair is good. You know what I mean? Your skin is moisturized. Present your best version to the world every day. Cause you are your representative. This is the company. You're the representative of your own company. So the representative is your outward appearance, honestly, and your presentation when you speak. And the CEO is your heart. The CEO is your heart. It's like, okay, you see, I look good on the outside. You like the way I talk, but wait till you get to know my heart. Okay? Wait till you get to know that. You're gonna want to work for the company. Okay? Hey, I'm Reminisces. How are you? Yeah. Yeah. We got to see ourselves that way. We got to know that we're worthy. And it takes work to do that. Let's just say you didn't grow up with people empowering you. Okay. Read the books about that. I did. We got YouTube videos. We got audio books about empowerment. Do the work. Do the work because it's going to pay off. And I promise you, y'all, if a man or a woman wants you, they are going to come and get you. You are not going to have to chase them all over the world. You're not going to have to keep calling. You're not going to have to keep texting and all this stuff. They're going to get you. Thank you, Chloe. They're going to get you. They're going to try their best to get you. But guess what? Just be worthy of someone wanting to get you, to put in that work for you. They want to feel like they got a prize. Because we're all prizes, right? But make them, by you continuing to live your life and being high vibrational, you're making these people that are attracted to you or whomever you're talking to, that person, you're going to make that person fall in love with you. They're going to fall in love with you. Hey, DP. Because you love yourself. That's why you hear people say there's just something about him, man. I don't know what it is. It's just something about him. I don't know what it is. Yes, there is. It's the light. It's the energy. You know? It's the energy. And if you make a mistake, because we do, be at a vibration where you can own it immediately. Yeah, Lisa. Yeah. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. You know, your outward appearance, your personality. Make sure you're working on the inside first, though, because you can look like the bomb.com outside, but if your energy is all messed up and your heart is not right, your heart is not in the right place, then all that hard work you putting in on the outside is not going to matter because people are going to see the heart. They're going to feel the energy, and if it's not good, people feel that. They know that. That's one thing about it. We can't trick people when it comes to our energy. We can't. So if you're not in a good space, it's going to reflect in your energy. And also, like I said, keep your place clean. I know you do that, but keep it straightened out because it helps to declutter your mind as well. You know. Even to inside of your car. Still, you'd be surprised how many people get in your car and they looking around. It says a lot about you. Think about it. I'm telling you, your office, your bedroom, it speaks and describes who you are before you even open your mouth. It does. Okay, Claire. Have a good day. Presentation is everything. You don't have to change who you are. Just make sure that people are receiving the best version of you. Work on being the best you. You don't have to be a size 2. All right? You don't have to be 6 feet tall. You just be you. Be you. And the right heart will love you for that. The right heart will fall in love with you and can't think of their life without you. Because you love yourself. Think about it. Think about how sexy it is when you got a person that just loves themselves, where they just flow. Not arrogance or anything, but they just love themselves, where they just flow. That's highly attractive. Yes, love and value. I asked my niece, how do you value yourself? Tell me. She didn't. Then as an empath, I let her a few things. Yes, value very more. Yeah. Yeah. It took me a long time to get that. My mom always told me. But it's not until sometimes we got to live life a little bit, go through some experiences, that we really get it. We're like, oh, okay. Yeah, Lisa. Very good. Yeah, it takes work. It takes work. And one day the light will just come on and you're like, hey, Latika, how are you? The light will come on and you're like, you know what? I am worthy of having a good person in my life. Look at me. I'm sitting here. I've been working on myself. This is how you're going to feel. I've been working on myself and I know what I deserve. I know I deserve to be loved properly, respected. I have a good heart. So anybody that get to be around my energy, it's a gift. It's a reward. And you get to that place there and you really believe that, you're going to attract somebody that sees that in you and feels that in you. A lot of times we can attract people that will see that in you, and it doesn't work because guess what? They don't feel like they're worthy of you because they haven't been working on themselves. It goes hand in hand. You know? So you can do all the work on yourself, meet somebody that see your light, but you two don't stay together because they sitting there, they don't feel like they're good enough. They because of the light you carry, or they don't feel like they deserve you. And they don't feel like they deserve you because they haven't worked on themselves. Had they worked on themselves, they will be ready for you, ready for somebody like you. Because then they could say to themselves, oh man, she's everything I ever wanted. And they can say that because they know that they are a prize too. So a prize recognizes another prize. And that's why we have so many karmics, is because if we slow down and get to know ourselves and we can align with people that see us, but in order for them to see us, they got to see themselves. They got to see who they are and know who they are, know how they are, and they're presenting their best self to the world. That way, when they meet you, they're already ready to love you because they love themselves. Not in an arrogant way, not in a selfish way, but they just know their worth. They know their value. I hear people all the time that say, I just feel like my partner doesn't see me. And they probably don't, because they don't see themselves. 2020 on the screen, y'all. 20 in here and 20 likes. No, they don't see you because no, 20, 20, 20. Wow. Hour, 20 minutes on the timer. We got 20 and then 20 in here and 20 likes. Wow. 202020. That's right, Lisa. Yeah. 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 Okay, 444 there. Wow. I'm telling you, confidence is very attractive. Confidence, self-love, treating people the way you want to be treated, forgiveness, all those things are very attractive. That's right. They can't love you if they don't love themselves. How can they? It's not until we evolve and we love ourselves that we're able to be open for love. We got to work through all that stuff. We got to break through and get in there and work on it and see our worth. We got to see where we have gotten it wrong in the past. We got to see what it is that are we keeping ourselves back, or, what is it? We got to dive in and look at that, right? And a lot of times, a lot of people don't want to do that work. So, they just left blown in the wind. But I knew that I was on my way, y'all. I'm gonna share a little bit. I knew my vibration was higher, my frequency, because I just started getting all kinds of blessings all around that I didn't even ask for. I didn't even see coming. I started having more prominent visions. And get this, I'm one for taking the insight from the elderly, because the elderly they're very tapped in. Y'all know that? Elderly and children are very tapped in, because I know y'all have heard, once an adult, twice a child. So what happens is, as you get older and you're older in age, you become like sort of like childlike. You have to have someone that's, like an overseer for you, because your mind isn't the same. So what that means is, even though you lose a part of you where you were more receptive and understanding mentally, you've also gained this part of you where you're able to be very honest, and you take in energy and you have foresight, right? And especially the elderly. I mean, the babies not so much, because they're still learning, but children are still highly intuitive. Just think if we had spirituality courses in school, where we would be, right? So I say all that to say, my grandmother, she has been saying for the past year, every now and then she would say, "You're not married yet?" Like, no, grandma. I thought you were about to get married. She was speaking that into my life. That's something that she see. That's what she sees. I ain't even brought it up. I'm like, I'm single. She's like, "Are you gonna get married?" I'm like, "Not yet." I say, I'm gonna put that in God's hands. And she'll say, "That's right. You gotta keep it in his hands, so that he can work it out, and you'll know what to do." But the fact that she keep bringing that up, see what I'm saying? She sees something, and you gotta understand that's the bloodline I come from. She sees something that is not there yet. Well, it really is. What she's saying, it's there. We just haven't caught up with it in time. It's there, but we just haven't gotten to it, if y'all know what I mean. Hey, Farley. Merry Christmas to you too. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, so stuff like that. I knew my frequency had changed because she saw marriage. She could see that or feel marriage. I've had people that ask me, a lot of people thought, been thinking I'm married or got somebody or whatever like that, you know, and it's just, I know what it is. They feel like I have this because guess what? I've already, I am becoming or have become the person I want to attract. And also, I live my life just like what I want is already here. Like, that's how I do. Um, Now, did that happen overnight? No. But that's what I do. I just go on about my day, manifest, do what I do, and blah, blah, blah. But I've just been blessed in several different ways. I get blessings all the time, y'all, that I don't even ask for. I don't even see coming. I just get blessed, and I'm just so grateful because I've put in a lot of work, you know. So I'm grateful for everything. I always said the schools need emotions class. They really need that class, but of course the government don't want us to get along for containment. That's true, DP. I believe that. I believe that too. Yeah. So yeah, mhm. I started having vision, y'all, of being walking down the aisle, like walking down the aisle, getting married with a nice veil on, and all this stuff. So I know there's great things coming. I know that. So I'm just here for the ride. Yeah. Yeah, Lisa, that happens. Awesome, DP and Farley. Yeah. Yep. Yep. And I know my value. And I know whoever gets to experience the love that I can truly give, they will be so blessed. And that's not me toot my own horn. It's just I know how I love. And I had to figure out how to love healthy. So now that I got that down pat, you know, I know that I know my worth. I know my worth. And a lot of you are getting to that place. You already either you do know your worth or you're getting there. And once you tap into your worth, you're not going to just settle. Mm-mm. You will not just settle. Nope. You're going to be like, I'm worthy of love. I'm worthy of respect, affection, time. Boom, boom. You'll know. We have so many therapists today. That's true, DP, because we need them. We need them. The divine knew, giving those therapists that gift that they have to really help us to heal. Um, we need them. We need them. A lot of people are ashamed of going to therapy because they say, "Oh, you must be crazy or something." No, that's not it. If you can go to the doctor for your body and you can go to the doctor for different things going on with your body per se, tell me why you can't go to one for your mind. Honestly, it's still a doctor. What's wrong with going to a doctor for your mind? In fact, if you go to the doctor that specializes in your mental health, you may feel better overall. Latika, this is the conversation just had with my ex. Told him all what you are discussing because he is damaged and I know what I'm worth. He stated it was never me. I didn't do anything wrong. And you know what, Latika, he telling you the truth. He telling you the truth, love. I love that about him already because he's owning it. He's owning it. And you got to give a person props when they own stuff, y'all. Because it's so hard. It is so hard to just come out and say, I did this. I own this. I did this. So he's owning it. Oh wow, Lisa. Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed a lot of changes in my grandma. Like that. It's like she's still her but different. And I don't know, it's like the roles have switched. I don't want nobody messing with her. I don't want to how she used to be over me when I was growing up. I'm like that with her, but I'd like to say that I've made a lot of strides um with my family and stuff. For those of you that know the little struggle I have been having trying to protect my 86-year-old grandmother. It has been a challenge, but I feel like I made a lot of leeway, y'all, and a lot of things have come to the surface. And DP, we got into it. Me and my aunt, we got into it yesterday morning, and I feel like that was the close of that cycle. I just called to see how my grandma was doing, and she jumped on the phone just all crazy talking about, do you have a problem with me? Do you have a problem with me? I'm like, what? I said, no, I don't have no problem with nobody. Well, you came in here the other day and you didn't talk to me. You didn't talk to me. I said, I was helping my grandmother with her sandwich because I was trying to get her lunch together for her so she could just eat. I said, and I said, whenever I walk into the house, I speak to everyone, anyone that's in the room. I say, hey, y'all, that's just me. But I've been trying to keep my distance with her. And so, oh, yeah, like you got a problem with me. I don't understand. Oh, gosh. Showing out, acting crazy and stuff. So my mom went over there yesterday evening and had a conversation with her. And basically just kind of pointed out what it was and how everybody just need to get in their corners and just try to help out with my grandma and then live their lives. And I appreciate that because my mom, me and my brother, we are the generational curse breakers in our family. You know what I'm saying? You should have known she was going to do that. Her manner was different. Remember, she planned. Yeah, yeah, DP. Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, Lisa. Oh my god. Oh gosh, that caught me off guard. Lisa, she probably is mad about that. Oh gosh, she probably did get mad about that because I didn't do her hair. Just showing out, y'all. She was showing out. And my mom brought it up to her about how she tried to step to me and all that. And she said, and you know, you can be handled for that, right? You know, you can go to jail for that, you know? And my mom said she started crying and all. I'm like, what are you crying for? How she was acting. Yeah, she was coming up with something. Yep, DP, she was. Just trying to stir that pot. Just stirring the pot, you know? Oh man. But my mom went over there because that's my mom's sister. So she went over there and she talked to her and she was like, you can't make people talk to you. If people want to stay back from you, they have every right to do that. And she was like, and as far as you stepping to people, I mean, they got a right to protect themselves. Yeah, Lisa, you right. You right. I'm starting to believe myself. And my mom just told her, she said all she want to do is be able to come over here and do for her grandmother and go home, and told her that she needed to just stay out of my way and that I would stay out of her way. And I do. I had no problem with that because I don't like confrontation. I don't like mess. And she's messy. So I feel like it was a great thing to do because we're getting ready to go into a new year. And just looking forward to new things. I will say I tried to contact this was weird. DP and Lisa, especially, maybe somebody in here that know the story. I tried to contact my uncle that 2 o'clock. Rita came a little later. DP, you know me too well. Yeah. Oh boy. I tried to talk to my uncle about it, right? I was just, because I was real frustrated after all that happened. And I texted to him. Check this out. He called me and he says, I was just calling because I needed to ask you something. I said, what's up? This was right after I sent the message. He called me and said, I just want to know what is it that what food items does my mother eat and what does she need? And I'm like, so you just gonna totally ignore this text message I just sent you about your sister? Like, but I know what it was. I feel like I know what it was. I think he wanted to say something about everything, but he's trying. It's like he feels torn. He want to say something, but then again, he don't want to get in it because he don't want to get in any trouble or nothing like that. But it was just weird for me to send that message and then he called and talk about something totally different. And I'm like, but I took it as he wanted to make sure I was okay. But yeah. But I just couldn't understand why he called. Hey, Alicia, I couldn't understand why he called. And he already knew. He already knew what kind of items my grandmother needed. So I'm like, this is something he already knew. To make sure if you were still there. Maybe. What do you mean? At my grandma's? To make sure you were still there, maybe. Perhaps. There was a reason for the call, you know? There was a reason. I know he was checking on me. He's just trying to stay out of it. But he's concerned. And I don't want to pull people in it. I don't. Yeah, yeah, I think he was. I don't want to pull people in it because it's so messy, y'all. And the less people get in it, the better. But I prayed about this thing, and that's why stuff started going crazy, you know, because I prayed. Oh man, I prayed. I was praying. And I also was looking at myself too, because I was like, okay, how am I handling everything? Am I going about this in the right way? To see if you left without actually asking him to asking. I mean, okay. Okay. Left from, yeah, left the situation. To see if I was away from the situation. Yeah, I feel that. Because I know he called for a reason. You know, I just think maybe he's trying not to say it on the phone. He's supposed to come down the weekend. So I'll have a time to talk to him and stuff. But I have to check myself. And I encourage all of you to check yourself. I had to check myself. I evaluated. I'm like, okay, am I doing something wrong? Because I definitely want to know where my mess ups are, because I feel like your mess ups are where you learn the most and where you grow and you become better. So that's why been doing all this shadow work. I've identified some areas And I have been working on those. But I tell you, when I'm not bothering a person, when I'm not saying nothing to that person and they still want to come for me, I don't understand that. I said, dog, my light must be so bright that you just got to, you willing to jump over a fence. Because I built a fence. You willing to jump over a fence to come at me. That's crazy. That's crazy. Person willing to jump over a fence. That's right, DP. She mad. She probably is mad about that hair. She probably is. Because I do knotless braids and stuff, right? I did my own knotless braids. And I saw her looking at them and stuff. But I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm doing that. I do my own and I do my mom's, and that's it as far as family. Nope. Handle yourself very well. He probably seen the look on your face, told him the story. Yeah. Oh, he wasn't there, Lisa. He called me. Yeah, he wasn't there. He called me because I texted him about what happened, and he called me. That's what it is. Nice done work for her. So be work for her. So be careful. Yeah. 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 Nodded. You said do nodded ones. Yeah. I have to be careful. I have to be careful. So I'm glad that my mom told her to like stay away, stay out of my way. You know what I'm saying? She basically told her that, even though I didn't like that my mom said, maybe y'all you two getting at each other kind of made like, I don't know, maybe that was her way of just trying to shed light. But I felt like, well, dog, mom, you should be on my side. I told her that. I said you should have been on my side. But when I really look at it, she was. Oh, DP, you right. I just want her to stay back. I have been just sitting and just listening to you, and from my experience, you're honest, jealous, and has a guilty conscience that you are looking after your grandmother, a job she should be doing. Oh yeah, Darlene, thank you for that. I believe it, and she's there as her caretaker. But I check on my grandma. I make we just had so much going on, and it didn't even have to be this hard. It never had to be this hard ever. It's never, nothing should be this hard. But because she couldn't have her way and she want to control people, she just start problems. She want to control me like I'm 5 years old. Like, what? No. Why do you want to control somebody? That's weird. Yeah, Darlene is on point. Yeah. She is jealous. I know that. But that's her problem. I'm not gonna stop doing for my grandma. I said, hey Laversi, how are you? Merry Christmas to you also. I said I'm gonna do for my grandma because she always done for all of us. And I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for her and my mom and and a few other people. Don't get me wrong. But I just know that she's the matriarch. She is the queen, right, at the family. And I always said that when I got a chance to give back, that's what I was gonna do. And that's what I do. That's what I do. And check this out. I believe my aunt want me to do that for her. I think she low-key jealous of my grandma too. Cause she want that attention. And she won't get that from me. I ain't doing that. She better get with her children and her grandchildren. Mm-mm. She want me to treat her like I treat my grandma. Nah. Nah, son. Nah. Nope. Mm-mm. Jealousy is ugly. It's an ugly trait. It sure is. I stay away from people that are like that. And I'm just me. I'm just me. And I knew that it was time for me to separate from her because, and I say this, y'all, not like I'm putting my business out there, but I'm saying it because I'm trying to inspire others too. Hold on, you can't change her, but part of her on ignore and continue loving those who deserve your love. Thank you, Darlene, for that. I appreciate you, love. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And I knew that the season that I was walking into, she couldn't go. So I feel like the divine revealed her to me so that I know what to do with. I still love my aunt. I would still help her if she needed help because that's the heart I have. But I have a boundary set because now I see how she really is. And I see this as a person that'll try to destroy you. If they can't get their way with you, they try to destroy you. Destroy you. Right? Respect your elders who have loved and guided you through life. Yeah. I'm a huge advocate for supporting your elders. We wouldn't be where we are if it wasn't for them. Somebody had to get us to where we are. Anything my grandma wants to eat and that's different, I buy it, no doubt. I don't hesitate because I love her just that much. And I know that she has done a lot for me and for everybody in our family. You know, it's a trip when it's your own mother's space and distance is nice. Yeah, it's like that too, DP, sometimes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And my mom told her, she says, she told my aunt, I've never talked to your children the way that you've done, and they haven't treated me. Your children haven't talking about how my her niece and nephew have treated her. She said, I've never talked to your children like how you talk to them. Even though your children haven't treated me well, I still never talked to them crazy like that. And then she started crying even harder. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, mm-mm. Yep. It hurt, Lisa. Yeah, it hurts. Yes, ma'am, it hurts. The truth is painful. But you know what? We all got to get the truth of ourselves so we can grow. You know, I don't want to be friends with anybody, or I don't want to have a partner that can't tell me about myself. And vice versa. I don't want to be with somebody that I can't tell them when they're wrong. I need to know when I make a mistake that ain't right. I need to know that so I can adjust. When you can't make your own light, you try to dim the light of others who shine bright. That's right, Darlene. I appreciate you, Darlene. It's like the first time I ever heard from you, but I appreciate you. I dealt with a man with the same traits as you ain't, and yes, it take him turn me off. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hold myself accountable, and I have to have people in my circle that do the same thing, that hold themselves accountable, and then they will hold me accountable, because that's the only way you're gonna grow, y'all. You can't grow somebody just telling you what you want to hear. You're not gonna grow like that. Promise you, you're not. You need somebody that's gonna love you enough to tell you when you're wrong. They're gonna love you enough to remind you of your goal that you set for yourself. Accountability partner. And that's in love, friendships. That's the kind of energy you need around you. That's going to help you be your best self. Not somebody pacifying you, telling you what you want to hear. You know, and that's what my aunt wants. She wants people to tell her what she want to hear and pacify her. Nah, because when you got to deal with people in the world, they're not going to do that. Mm-mm. I got people that come for me on on my channel that I created in the comments, and they come at me. You know, that's what I'm telling you. And you gotta have some thick skin. I don't address a lot of it, but it is what it is. People just try to mess with you, just bullies. And she wanna be a bully and control somebody. She wanna make people talk to her and make people deal with her, make people do her hair. That stuff is crazy. You can't even be your own person. And that is a fight she is going to lose. That's a fight she going to lose. But she's already lost. She is trying to use your energy to lift herself up. Yeah. Darlene, I feel, hey, I tell you, I believe it. Yeah. I'm telling you, I have to really keep myself in prayer. And I have to keep that shield because I'm dealing with a force that's on something else, man. It's a love-hate thing. She loved me a lot because that's my aunt, but then again, she hated because of the light that I carry. And it's like, wow, you want something else. I respect someone who tells me when I'm wrong and makes me think and the apologies and make a change so it doesn't happen again. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I love hold me accountable. If my mouth is too much, tell me. If my attitude suck that day, tell me. You know, if you notice I'm a little different, ask me what's going on. And I don't want people around me that just gonna tell me what I want to hear. I don't want people around me trying to break me down. But I want people that want to see the best in me. They want me to do well. They want me to be good. Go or move on. That's right, DP. Yeah. And she told my mom, I just been trying. I thought that since we talked, I've just been trying to move forward. And no, she want to make me talk to her after all this stuff. I'm like, no, 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 no. She told her kids not to help my mom a few months ago because she was being spiteful. She told her children not to help my mom. And my mom called her son 3 times to help get some cases of water out of her truck. And he wouldn't come because he would listen to his mama. And why would your mama tell you to do that with your aunt? And then you gonna listen? What? You gonna listen to that? See, that's what I'm talking about. So now she want my mom to make me talk to her and do for her. She's crazy. She better leave me alone. Yeah, DP, it has been real like that. Trust me. And we talking like y'all know when you go to like Sam's Club or like yeah, Walmart too, where they got those big old, well, Sam's is even bigger. Those 30 bottle packs of water, 30, 50 pack, like, she went and got that, and the guys at the store put them in her truck, but she needed someone to get them out and put them in her car. And she had a conversation with her nephew to come and help her if she ever needed help, and he agreed. Well, she called on him and he ignored her. She contacted him 3 times and he ignored her because his mama had told her not to go back over there. Told him not to go back over there. You know what I'm saying? And so now she want to try to get everything back. Some things can't get back. Some things need to stay broken. Some things need to stay broken. My cousin, he try to talk to my mom. She'll talk to him, but she She stay back. It's like, okay, you play me, so I got you. I got you. So, stuff like that. I would never, I couldn't imagine telling my child not to help his or her uncle. There's no way. Going to be your aunt's best friend soon and smile, walk away and leave it to, yeah. That's, Darlene, that's what I do now. I get out of the way because I know that the divine does not play about his children. I know that. That's why I don't mess with people. I don't be trying to bring harm to nobody's life. I don't try to bring no drama because you got to get that energy back. And it's not fun when you getting it back. Say, I want to fix without actually working on a illusion. Yep. That's right, DP. Yep. And when you start getting that karma, and you're going to get it because it's divinely orchestrated. Nobody can save you from it. You got to go through your cycles. You got to go through it. You got to go through it. So, all that stuff come on, man. And do all that stuff, and then she want people to go back and talk to her. Like, what in the world do you think this is? You can't play with people's feelings and stuff like that. People got emotions and integrity, self-respect. You can't expect somebody to keep right on putting up with your foolery. When they start getting that karma, watch how they kaboo. Yeah, DP. I'm trying to tell you. I know. Sure enough, she was crying, talking to my mom last night. When my mom went over there, she try to break out crying and stuff. My mom, my mom don't care about no tears, especially when she know that you been wrong. She was like that with us when we were growing up. And we've done something wrong, and she getting on us, and we start crying. She just act just like we weren't even crying. I'm like, dang. And still be talking to us and just act like she don't even see the tears. Because when you wrong, you wrong. That's right, Lisa. Yep. I remember, because when I was like 14, I was a little mouthy, as y'all can tell, right? I was a little mouthy. I hadn't, really, I didn't discover myself. You know how it is when you're a teenager. And I can remember telling her, I was like, Mom, you just don't understand. Oh, I understand, all right. I understand you need to go in there and do your homework, go to bed. And I'd be crying. I would be crying, and she just act like it wasn't no big deal. Just like she didn't even see it. Sometimes she would start humming. I'm like, Dad, you cold. And I'm scared to have a daughter, y'all, because I might get that back. I'm scared of that. I told my mom, I'm scared of that. If I have a little girl and she got that mouth, I'm like, oh my God. I can't say, if I have a daughter, I can't say, God, who do you act like? And she talking about, talking like how I used to talk. Sonny, because my mom, hey Sonny, my mom used to tell me, you just wait till you have your kids. You're going to have one that talk just like you, act like you, and you're going to see what I went through. I'm like, man, don't say that. That's scary. From the Philippines, welcome, welcome. I hope you have subscribed. Anyone new here, I hope you have liked the video and subscribed. I'd love to have you back. Even if you're just listening, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. Yeah. That's what she would say. I understand. I'm like, dog. So I know my mom didn't. She was not looking at her when she started. Excuse me. She was not looking at her when she started that crying because she can see past that. Scorpio daughter and her Taurus 3-year-old. I shot every conversation. I'm telling you, I'm scared. I am scared of that because I know it'll probably happen. I'm gonna see traits of me in that child. I know that. Uh huh. I know that, but hopefully their dad has a different energy. Has a different energy that the two, the two personality types, that child can, like, they may be mouthy but they know how to tone it down. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need to have your yang to your yin, that type of deal. But definitely, I know they're probably gonna have my mouth because I got my vocal side from my dad. My father is more vocal than my mom has ever be. You know, because my mom just say, "You just talk, 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 talk. You just talk, 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 talk." Like, okay, ma. And my dad, once he gets started, that's what he does. He just keep going, 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 and don't let him be mad. If he's mad, he really keep going. And I found myself doing the same thing. I'm like, dang. So I've just learned how to take the traits from both parents and try to bring out the best in the traits. I just try to use the traits in a positive way. Like if I'm real vocal, okay, I was like, well, let me create a channel. I can talk up there. Somebody want to hear what I have to say, right? So stuff like that. But I had to do the work in order to know how to present the information. I had to work on healing so that I could give sound information. Yep. Wow, we've been up here 2 hours. Tig. Anybody got anything else you'd like to add? I know I've been rambling, but it's been a good chat today. Oh my gosh, this has been a great chat today. I appreciate y'all taking time out of your morning or whatever your time zone is to come in here and talk with your girl and giving me some insight on my situation. I appreciate that. They would roll their eyes. That's all me. Yeah, yeah, Lisa. I just know it. I know it. I know it for myself. Yeah. You too, Sarana. Thank you for your energy today. I appreciate you, love. Anyone else would like to share before we go? I will be back on later for the daily reading. Um, just to let y'all know. Oh, I appreciate your 2 cents, darling. Oh my. I appreciate it. We all need help sometimes, or in different insights. So I appreciate it. Yeah. I'm working through. Things have gotten better. Things have gotten better, and I'm looking forward to having more peace when it comes to doing for my grandma and stuff like that. I'm looking forward to that. I really think a lot of cycles have closed. That's right, Lisa. That's true. Take care, Sonny. So I am blessed. I'm grateful for all of you. I hope you have a wonderful day. And I hope to see you again in a live reading or chat. And yeah, take care, y'all. Please share the video with anybody that you know could use it, and somebody that you know would like to be a part of our live chats in the future. Okay? Take care. Love and light to you all. Remember, you are worth it always. Okay? Have a great one, y'all. Stay blessed. Bye.